back to Cali War. Right now we're doing a photo shoot. Follow me. Right now we got Lawyer doing our little photo shoot. But let me introduce you to some of the team. Let's go. Your name? Story. Here, Lawyer. We got Lawyer right here, aka Poppy Lawyer. You see why? We got Bree right here, Big Irby, not the little one. Over here, we got Ren, aka Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. Big Red.
Not the little one, never the little one.
Big 9 too. You know what I mean? Good lineman, great lineman. We got two more over here. There's GG. Another rookie. Hopefully the next rookie of the year. And that's us.
Get's going to keep it again. Initially stood up, now with second effort, still pushing the pile. No signal yet, and she's in. So Getz. And it was a good push again up front, initially on Getz, but snap to Guzman, again with time, pop, flies, Vale is there, at the 20, at the 10, touchdown War, back to Megan Vale. I'll tell you, if you're the War looking ahead, in addition to the weapons like Brianna Barrett, touchdowns, no interceptions on the season, and they're recognizing the coverage. No place for Archuleta. Gordon cuts it back to the goal line, in for the touchdown.
Before the game. Baby A after the game. This is me before the game. This is Baby B after the game.
This is Tanifa before the game. I'm Tanifa. This is me after the game.
This is me before the game. This is Sam. Holy crap. This is me after the game. This is me before the game.
I'm Jocelyn Putnam, and this is me after the game.
Yeah, name's Victoria. Here we are. This is Victoria after the game. Yeah.
This is me before the game. This is Lindsay, and this is me after the game.
This is me before the game. This is me before the game. This is me after the game. This is Justine. Oh my gosh. This is me after the game. Hey, this is Mando, and this is me after the game. My name is Nori. I play running back and linebacker. I've been playing with Cali War for, this will be my sixth season. I think the biggest challenge we faced last season was having to stick together throughout all of the obstacles that we faced. It was a lot that we had to deal with and persevere, but we got through it.
What's one thing you've been locked in during the off season to level up your game?
I've been focused on learning a new position and the new defense that we have. I've been focused on, as well as building my confidence.
What are you most excited about for this upcoming season?
I would say to switch positions and learn this new linebacker position.
Coach again joined by 2 running backs. Coach takes a snap. She's looking to pass. It's number 30, Lakita Thompson, with the score.
Demonstrate your emotions. Use emotions.
You're so I'm the last guy. Okay.
Mine's the star eyes like this.
Has the first down. Barrett breaks the tackle into the line. It's picked up a block. He's going to get in a wide open pass and take him down.
It's time.
This group right here, all around, is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Down. Good. Tachiela's going to go straight ahead. Got a receiver caught. Touchdown. They're back by him. What a catch. Houdiniacs. She breaks another tackle. There's now one for
We are here today with Coach Gates. It's a big game today. After facing Cali 2 weeks ago, is there anything that you've done differently to prepare yourself for this game?
Yeah, we make quite a few changes. Hopefully they work for us and we see the difference on the field.
Okay. Now tell me, this is the last game before playoffs. What is your prediction for your future season?
Oh, our goal has been championship the whole time, so we're sticking with that.
Okay. Well, I'm super excited to see you guys play today. Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
We are here today with Money Sakaria, one of our defensive line. Now, Money, this is your first season. What are you doing today a little differently than you did that last game with Cali that's going to bring the intensity to the game?
I think I know I'm going to work on firing off the ball a little better, just like faster, stronger. And then last game, there was actually a play that I had hit the offensive player and I didn't go anywhere just because I was like, oh my gosh, they're so big. Like, what am I going to do? And so now I'm ready to get in it and get it back there and do what I need to do.
Okay. What have you done this week differently that is really going to really help you put in that focus?
I've meditated a lot. Actually, it's like something that I've been doing this year overall, but going out of town is a lot different because you don't have like a lot of time to really have your own personal time. You're always like stretching or doing whatever you need to do. But this week we had a bye week, so I meditated, focused on practice, and locked in.
I know you're going to have an amazing game, Money. Can't wait to see you out there. Have a great night.
Thanks.
Coming to you live from beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, at Kearns High School, where the Salt Lake Wildcats are going to be taking on the Cali War. I have with me Mrs. Sydney Sessions, one of our team captains today. Sydney, what have you been doing to prepare for today's game after that last game with Cali War? What are you doing a little differently this time?
A lot of it right now is mental. We want to make sure that we're mentally prepared and not getting down on ourselves when we make a mistake. So we've done a lot of mental preparedness, and I think that that's going to really help us this game.
Okay. So what do you think is going to be the number one focus for yourself to be able to bring the intensity that this team needs today?
Physicality and energy. You know, that's kind of what I bring to the team as a whole anyways. So if I can do that today, we will be just fine.
Okay. Well, Sydney, I'm super excited to see you out there, and have a happy birthday today.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm Alyssa Williams. I am a wide receiver in DB, and I play for Cali War. I played on a previous team before this, and we always played Cali War during season, and there was just a certain vibe and mentality that they had, and it was drawn to me, so I had to just play with them.
Can you talk to me about just what it means to be in the WFA?
It means something because it's like we're obviously breaking barriers with just being women playing tackle football in general, so it's like I'm a part of paving the way to being something great. So.
And can you talk to me about how Cali War also sets that example of being able to break the narrative and being a group of diverse women from all different walks, different backgrounds, playing this game that we all love?
It's great because it's literally like we're all here for one thing, but we're all in different shapes, sizes, different backgrounds. But at the end of the day, we're all want to ring. We all want to win. We're all there having each other's back. It's a family, just not the same household.
What's the most rewarding part about proving the stereotypes wrong, proving the doubters wrong?
The most rewarding part is the bruises and the scrapes. They get to talk all they want from the sideline. It means nothing to me. Their opinions mean nothing to me because I have my opinion about myself, and I think I'm great playing tackle football. So with them just saying, well, girls don't play football, cool. You're on the sideline, I don't care. So it doesn't matter to me.
And for any other mom out there, I mean, you know, what would be your message to, like, you're out here doing it, but you're also Superwoman. So what's your message to the average woman out there who just doesn't think that, you know, maybe this is something that she never believed that she could do? She's got kids too. What's the message to all the moms out there?
It's okay to follow your dreams. It's always like, you're going to always have setbacks and hurdles, but if you think all the negatives and not focus on the positive, that's how you're gonna live your life. So if you just take that leap of faith and, okay, I'm gonna do it. Not only will you thank yourself, your kids will thank you.
So what is the moment in the day where you felt immense pressure, and in that moment, you felt yourself transforming into who you are today?
For sure, having my son. It was COVID. I was a college athlete playing soccer. I got the news that I was pregnant, and so it kind of just made me believe that, like, of course people are gonna judge me being a young parent, let alone being a single parent. So I had to set the boundaries for myself, like, I can do this with or without people in my life. It takes a village to do it, but one single person can do it by themselves. So with playing football, I can take my son if I need be. I don't have family, then I'm just by myself, but the main thing that I learned from it is believing in myself that I can do it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another great game here in Salt Lake City. Wildcats against the Cali War. Mason, I am excited. I'm excited for this game. This is a revenge match for Cali War, seeing if they can sneak in a win after the loss at home 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, if you missed it, 2 weeks ago, Salt Lake City Wildcats traveled to LA to play the War and ended up taking the victory 24-12 after what was a pretty back and forth battle.
It was a pretty back and forth battle. Us only scoring 3 touchdowns is quite uncommon for this season. We usually score quite big, so quite surprised to see that low point scored from both teams. Cali War also scoring a lot. That was an undefeated reign for Wildcats. Cali War 2 weeks ago taking their first loss at home.
Yeah, let's talk about what each team are looking for in today's game. Obviously, a win is huge for either side. What do the Wildcats want to do?
The Wildcats are pretty much just looking at that deep ball that Cali War loves to throw. Their first look always seems to be that deep pass, those big plays. They're trying to keep them stopped. The defensive coach, Brent Gordon, confident in stopping those runs, so just really looking out for those deep passes. Head coach Sean Gates mentioning that they're going to drop Laura Gates further back to really watch the passes and less of the run. So we'll see if that strategy works.
I'll be curious to see what their offense changes look like, as well as several times they were able to march down pretty far into the field, starting at a deep starting field position, but were able to march down but not and eventually punch it in, and that's got to change for them if they want to put up the score.
Certainly has to change this game, and not really seeing too many Not really seeing too many scores from the Wildcats, really struggling in the red zone. So we'll hopefully see some bigger plays, some more aggressive plays in the red zone to really score the TD.
Yep, creativity in that red zone is going to be key for them tonight.
Right, just waiting off kickoff. Right, there's the whistle.
And we are good as the Wildcats kick off to the war. Ball goes deep, caught at about the 15-yard line, and the return begins. Looking for the pitch, the lateral pass.
A little laddie from Cali War so far, making it fun early. Love to see it.
Yeah, you do. They're going to start with the first touch of the game here at their own 37-yard line. Excuse me, their own 33-yard line.
Right, this is where we'll kind of look for that deep pass that Cali War loves to throw. We'll see if they want to start out hot or if they're going to start a little bit shallow. Try and get the players warmed up.
After their last matchup, the Cali War were citing that they had figured out how to beat the Wildcats, and I'm curious to see what that solution is to them.
A lot of trash talk in between the two teams leading up to this game. Love to see the passion from both sides. Cali War claiming that they have it figured out. We'll see. Going up the middle, getting a decent yardage, about a gain of 4.
Yeah, switching things up a little bit, starting off with the handoff there right up the middle. Middle linebacker was able to eventually make the tackle, but able to push through for another yard after contact there.
Crowd getting hyped up early, loving to hear these call-outs supporting the Wildcats.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Keeping our eyes on number 16 on Cali War's side, Spidey. She was the league MVP last year. We'll see what she can do.
There's that deep pass, but not going to find the target this time, as it entered into double coverage, and the pass was a little short and probably good for the War that it was.
Good for the War indeed. Laura Gates is very scary to be throwing a deep aired out ball towards her. She is very famous in this league for getting that interception, taking it away from that targeted receiver.
Yeah, I believe she leads the league in interceptions this season with 5 or 6. We can verify that, but yeah, she is a great player on both sides of the ball. War take the snap. It's a handoff and goes up the middle, and I think it's enough for the first down. Yeah, like I said, Laura Gates is leading the league. 6 interceptions so far. We'll see if she can add any more to the tally tonight.
Alrighty. This being a very exciting game too, because this is the last game before the playoffs. We're really going to see how the standings fit.
Yeah, that's exactly why it's so important for the Wildcats to score a lot. You know, take that lead early, drive up the scoreboard. They don't want to just win. They need to win by a large margin. Getting that big margin is going to be huge for them. And nearly reads the play, but the pass is completed. She's got blockers. She's running all the way. I think she's going to take it to the house for an early War touchdown.
Maybe Mason. Cali War did have it figured out. Cali War dodging that first tackle and enhancing, having a very important block like around that 40-yard mark for the Cali War, really securing that touchdown.
Yeah, the Wildcats appeared to read the play, but the execution was just off, and like I said, the pass was completed, and she had tons of space, tons of blockers, and we see the first score of the night. Cali War go up 6, Wildcats 0.
Looks like Cali War is going for 2. Trying to get that big lead early. Keeping our eyes on Spidey, number 16.
And a false start, I believe. Yep, false start on the Cali War. That's going to send them back, and they'll try again. I wonder if that changes their play in mind. Quarterback Guzman lines up and airs it out into coverage, but the pass is completed for the 2-point conversion even after the false start. Not the start the Wildcats wanted.
Not the start at all for the Wildcats. Getting that two-point conversion is very important and very key. It's that risk that you take for not getting any points. Really taking the lead to 8. It'll be interesting to see how Wildcats respond. A lot of heads down. Coaches look like they're trying to hype up their players to keep that head block out of their heads.
I believe this is the first time this season, and maybe all time, that the Wildcats have started off losing, and they need to respond here. Line up here again for the kickoff to restart the game. If you're just tuning in, the Cali War started off successful on their first drive, putting up the touchdown, and followed it up with a successful 2-point conversion, making the total 8-0. And the Wildcats will receive the ball for the first time in the game. Looking to respond. Kick goes up and bounces around the 30 before it's picked up. Running outside, but no blockers, and eventually taken down. Not much of a return there, but they'll start at a decent field position, better than most of their starting points 2 weeks ago when they played this team last.
All right, interviewing Brent Gordon, defensive coach for the Wildcats. He did mention Cali War has one of the best set of skills in the league. He wants to keep an eye on these hot players at all times. So we'll see how the Wildcats respond, because both teams today, they have a lot of their good players playing both ways.
Gates takes her first snap, and it's a handoff to Sam Gordon. Able to dodge and weave and get a gain of about 7 yards. They did struggle, like we said, in the red zone 2 weeks ago in their last game against the War. But Sam Gordon did have a great game. She put up 200 all-purpose yards, 170 on the ground, and definitely contributed huge with a touchdown as well. So at 7 yards per carry really comes in handy as she takes another snap, this time a pitch on the outside, trying to make her way up to the first down, and I don't think it's quite enough. Yep, she's just short there.
All right, very important third down here. Sean Gates, the head coach of the Wildcats, mentioning that they were practicing on the passing game these past 2 weeks, really trying to get that locked in. So we'll see if they divert to the pass for this 3rd and short.
I mean, when you have a running back that averages 7 yards per carry and you need 1 yard, what do you do here?
I mean, in my opinion, I would just run it up the middle, either give it to Sam Gordon or Brielle Lambright. Looks like we're dropping back for the pass. Ooh, and just couldn't quite get it out there.
Kind of a dangerous pass there, actually. It looked like the cornerback read the play and was almost there to make an interception, able to break the pass up down. Now we've got a 4th down.
4th and short. This will be a very important play to see how the momentum shifts early.
Absolutely, yeah. This could sway things huge. It's a keeper, I think.
I believe it was a little bit of a QB sneak, getting that first down.
Yep. And that's just huge for them. They needed that. Like you said, that's a momentum shifter, and that could really set the tone, and that's important for them as they've got another fresh set of downs ahead of them.
Nothing like a fresh set of downs to really give you the room to breathe, take that extra breath, to kind of calm the nerves, to really just focus on your game.
Yeah, they had a lot of really big drives last week, and I think they're going to look to get that momentum again. Sam Gordon takes another pitch outside. This time not getting too far, maybe a gain of a yard.
Just watching the jerseys of white just swarm around Sam Gordon. Just a lot of those defensive players read that play, seeing her go on that outside run. Saw about 4 Cali Wars there trying to get to her.
Wildcats hoping to get that connection between QB Laura Gates and wide receiver Lexi Ronning. As she looks for her, not open, finds her second option. I think that's Archuleta with the completion there.
Kind of noticed that Gates threw it a little short. She noticed that Archuleta had that cornerback right on her hip, so she threw it a little short. Archuleta reading it wonderfully, coming in and getting to that ball and then turning it up for I believe a gain of about 8.
Yeah, it looks like they've got 3rd and 2 now. Another 3rd down with short to go. Really important for them to get that passing game going. They need that dual threat. Gates takes the snap. It's a handoff right up the middle, and definitely enough for the first down and some change as they enter into war territory.
Entering into the war territory indeed. You see the Wildcats warming up the run play this game starting early. Really trying to get those feet hot for Sam Gordon. Seems to be the biggest target. We'll see if Brielle Lambright might be the target here soon as she lines up.
Yeah, first down at the 42-yard line. Gates, snap, another handoff. Able to spin out. She's taking flight and a first down. Able to make a great play after War almost stuffed her early. And what a move to get into inside the 30-yard line, approaching the red zone.
You've seen that famous spin move that Sam Gordon seems to love this season. You watch a lot of her plays in the past game. She is spinning, and you saw it there again. I mean, just keep pressing that B button.
Yep, spin cycle.
Might have to give her the nickname the Cyclone this season.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask her how she feels about that. She receives a pass this time, running outside, and she is just on fire right now, and they're going to keep using her as another Wildcats first down. And now they're rolling. Let's see if they can figure out the red zone this time, though. They really need to be scoring off these big drives.
Big plays attracts a lot of eyes, though. You're definitely going to start seeing Cali War. I'm already starting to see some fingers pointing towards Sam Gordon, really trying to get her locked down. That is one thing you don't want, is hot feet Gordon going off.
Absolutely. This time, Lampright will take the handoff, and she'll get a couple yards there. About 15-yard line is where she's stopped at. You do have to consider the heat that is so exhausting out there. Will Sam Gordon, will that catch up to her at all if they're going to use her so much? It's definitely a factor, and that's why it's important that they do have the multiple options.
We're looking at 81 degrees today. A great day for football, but definitely we're going to want to stay hydrated. Definitely going to want to keep your energy conserved, for it will be a long game if you go out early.
Gates with the keeper, spinning outside, trucks a player. Look at that.
To see the aggression.
Nice.
Maybe those comments are like, we're getting to her. She's going to show Cali War, I'm here. I don't care if you haven't figured it out. I'll drive right through you.
Yep. And the Wildcats gain another first down as they've got 1st and goal, looking to answer the touchdown that the War got so early. That's just a great football play. Two receivers lined up. Gates handoff to Gordon. Found the gap, but just short, yeah. Looks like she's about the 2 or 3 yard line. 2 yard lines, 2 yards to go. Wildcats getting the chants going, getting the fans hyped up. They play a part in this game always.
Nothing helps better than a crowd cheering you on, let me tell you. It really motivates the players to really get out there.
You get much crowd cheering back in your day, Ty?
Absolutely not. I was on the bench.
Hey, at least you're honest. Wildcats take the snap, and it's clogged right up the middle, and they have nowhere to go as they're stuffed and maybe pushed back, although they might have had forward progress there. It appears they did, and they'll go for it again at the 3 yard line.
All right. We're starting to see a little bit of struggling to really punch that last couple of yards in. Notice that we struggled with this last game with Cali War. We'll see if we can secure that TD on 3rd and short.
These bigger drives definitely eat up more of the clock as we're approaching 5 minutes left in this first quarter already. Gates dropping back, wide open, but just off the fingertips of Ronning. She was wide open, and they're going to be kicking themselves that they weren't able to execute that one, but it's a great play. And just margins away from a touchdown.
Quite literally right through the fingertips. It was, like you saw the player, you saw Lacey running for the ball, just couldn't quite get it there. 4th down and goal. Once again, a 4th down play that really means so much. Gates trying to run it herself, and she's not going to do it after breaking the first tackle, but eventually stopped. And the Wildcats turn the ball over on downs. We're seeing repeats of what we saw 2 weeks ago as the troubles in the red zone prevail once again. It looks like we got Laura Gates on the sideline. Coaches are looking at her.
She definitely took a hard hit that time. I think she'll be okay. She appears to be running back out there now to play safety after that turnover on downs.
Come on, defense.
It's a good play by the War. They knew that Gates is dangerous on her feet, and they were able to stop her.
Let's hear it for our defense. Let's go Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats.
The War take their first snap.
Let's go Wildcats.
Here in their own territory, and they've got nowhere to go. Absolutely stuffed on the running play there. Wildcats will hope to get that ball back as soon as possible and hope to prevent the War from getting anywhere further down the field. If they can receive a punt within the War zone half again, that would be huge. Second and 10 after the rush was successful for no gain. Refs are whistling something here. Getting the clock resumed. Some confusion appears maybe. Clock resumes, and here we go on 2nd down. Snap, quarterback keeper, and a tackle for loss as they get dangerously close to their own end zone.
Right, starting to get close to that safety. Definitely something that would be a huge momentum shift for the Wildcats. Cali War definitely going to want to refrain from getting tackled in their own end zone.
They've got 3rd and 15 now on their own 1 yard line. This is dangerous for them. They do not want to give up a safety at 2 points, and the ball back is really detrimental.
2 wide receivers lined up on each side for Cali.
Snap, and the War call a timeout just before the snap was taken. I think they want to draw up a really, really good play here. This is a game changer, essentially.
This would be huge. Yeah, 3rd and long for the Cali War. Definitely going to be seeing if they finally drop in those big plays that they had 2 weeks ago.
They rush some water out there for the players. Like we mentioned, it is cooking out there.
It looks like Cali War winning 46-6 last week against Houston Energy. Played a wonderful game.
Yeah, they really took care of business after that absolute battle against the Wildcats the week prior. Wildcats coming off the bye. And so far it seems like that bye hasn't proved to be just what they needed, but it's definitely too early to make any claims like that. They definitely changed up their play as the lineup is much different, throwing into single coverage. But it's going to be a pass interference.
Yeah, you have to let the wide receiver have that chance to get to the ball. You got to stay close to them, but also give them that space. It's that tricky area when the QB throws that ball up in the air. You kind of just have to keep your arms up, turn back, let them have that chance, but also be there to disrupt the play.
And that is really, really unfortunate for the Wildcats, as that allows for the first down and marching up the field quite a bit, giving them that 15 yards. And a really big momentum shifter play there. I think Wildcats cornerback just needs to turn and watch the ball. I think that's always a huge thing the refs look for in those scenarios. Three minutes left in this first quarter. War will take a handoff and get a short gain of a couple yards. But they're definitely going to be enjoying that penalty that was just called on the Wildcats, as that really helped them out big time.
Really, I mean, it got them the first down plus a little bit of change. They were stuck at the 1 yard line. They were all the way as far back as they can go, and that PI definitely saved them.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to take the passing play when you're that close in your own end zone, risking the sack and the safety that follows, but it paid off for them this time.
Cali War definitely has that confidence. They have confidence in their O-line to block for the QB, to give her that time, enough time. Looks like a little bit of flag on the play. False start on the offense for Cali War. Looks like it was on the outside on one of the receivers. I believe it was number 1, but could be wrong.
Takes the snap. I don't know if it was a designed run, but she's under a lot of pressure. A lot of Wildcats players back there, and they're going to get to her and take her down. And
small gain for Cali War. I believe they only got 1 yard there.
Yeah, if that. And they've got a 3rd and long now here with the minute to go.
All right. We know what to look for here. They're definitely going to probably want to do that deep pass again. We'll keep an eye out it and have our safety drop back, I'm sure.
Yeah, that deep ball has been a threat for him again in this game already. And with 13 yards to go on this set of downs, you definitely expect that to happen once again. Takes the snap. Pressure quick. Good defense this time as she breaks up the pass. Gates was coming in there as well to add a second player and get the double coverage, and a really important play, and I believe the War will punt now on 4th down.
That's what you like to see from our cornerbacks. You turn them hips, you keep your hand just on your receiver, and just put your hand up. Put your hand up. I guarantee you most of the time they will not make that play. It makes it tremendously more difficult for the receiver to fight through a body and an arm.
Yeah, excellent coverage this time, and breaking that pass up is really important, and now they will get that ball back, it appears, off the punt just before the quarter ends. Snap a little high. There's a flag on the field, and it's going to be a safety. We'll see if it'll stand with that penalty. I assume that was a false start, as it was called right on snap.
Looks like we got player of Cali War on the ground. Looks like she's getting up slow.
Yeah, illegal formation is the penalty. Wildcats decline it, and they'll take the 2 points, and they'll get the ball back now. And what a mix-up.
This game is going to be fun, ladies and folks. Tune in. Listen close. This will be a fun one. I can't remember the last time I've seen a safety. This is fantastic for Wildcats, getting in that backfield right to the kicker and just letting them know, again, we're here. I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, Lamprey able to make the tackle after the muffed snap. And big play. I think we're in for a treat tonight, like you said.
Getting that 2 points, it'll really help us out for having more of that confidence to take the 2-point conversions. You know, like we can tie the game or go ahead. It'll be fun to see what the coaches have in store with us.
The last kickoff that the War did got to about the 30-yard line. We'll see if they can try and kick it any further back for them, although they did really well at preventing the Wildcats from getting any return. So Wildcats hoping to get some extra yardage this time to start that drive.
All right, last game of the season. Looks like we got some season standings for us here. Our West Region's Salt Lake City Wildcats leading 5-0. I believe the only undefeated team left in the league. We've got Cali War trailing behind 4-1. We got the East Region, Pittsburgh Passion tied with DC Divas. And then I believe we just have our Central Region, Minnesota Vixen, leading 5-1.
And a really high kick. Is it a
flag on the play?
Yeah, I don't think that was a successful onside, as one of the War players jumped on that ball.
You have to let it travel, I believe, 10 yards for it to be a viable onside kick.
Don't think any Wildcat player touched it before as well, so yeah, that's gonna be a costly move for them. Wildcats have a really great starting position this time on their drive.
I wonder if that was planned or if that just might have just been a missed kick.
Yep, that penalty does go against the War, and it's going to push the Wildcats even further.
They have wonderful field position. I believe they start on the 30.
Oh, they're going up.
They're walking on the field, starting in the red zone, it looks like.
Looks like that was a 10-yard penalty from where the ball was. So, yeah, they're just like that. They're inside the red zone. They'll love to see that. 20 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Gates, handoff to Gordon.
Breaks off a few tackles there, but eventually taken down for a short gain.
Like you were talking about before that crazy kickoff, Wildcats do lead their region at undefeated, no losses, 5 wins. Cali War just trailing, so if Cali War were able to get the win tonight, that would tie them up and make things really interesting for the playoff picture.
Playoff picture could get a little dicey if they do end up coming out with this win. Seeing what the league will take into account, whether it's points, whether it's scoring ability. It'll be interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, by points for or against or total point differential, the Wildcats do lead as of right now. So I do believe they would have the tiebreaker, as they both would have a win against each other. But the Wildcats are not going to make that win easy for the War, as they're going into this next quarter. Great field position, a touchdown and an extra point or 2-point would put them in the lead. And I think that they're taking the momentum if they do get a touchdown off this drive.
A touchdown off this drive would certainly shift the momentum significantly back into the Wildcats' hands. Entering in the second quarter, switching sides here. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the coaches play, like what plays they're going to come off. Are we going to throw it deep? We had that wide open play to Lexi Ronings that just couldn't quite get there. We've had wonderful, successful run plays by Sam Gordon going up the middle or going on the outside.
Yeah, it felt like they were just so close that last drive, just couldn't quite punch it in, and I don't think that that's going to be a consistent problem for them. I think that they're going to figure it out and be dangerous in the red zone like they've been all season. Gates handoff. Gordon breaks one.
In for the touchdown.
And it's a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Touchdown,
Sam Gordon
Wildcats.
tying the game up 8-8 with some crazy sweet feet.
Love to see it from Cyclone Gordon, really getting it in there.
You're really establishing the Cyclone nickname, aren't you?
I will make the nickname stick. It has to. Cyclones are unstoppable. Sam Gordon is an unstoppable force.
Yeah, well, you'll have to talk to her after the game and let her know, as the PAT is good and the Wildcats take the lead 9-8.
Taking the lead. Really taking that breath. I don't know about you, but I was really able just to breathe now. We have the lead. We can take the breath. We're stopping Cali War on their runs. We'll have to see if it gets interesting in the air.
I don't want to take any credit there, but I did say that their red zone presence is going to be a lot more dangerous right before that play. So,
we really put it out there.
We
Mason,
did. We knew.
This touchdown was assisted by you.
Never doubted the Wildcats.
Not a doubt in my mind that we will continue to score in the red zone. Maybe we have it figured out. Maybe we figured it out, you know?
Yeah. Sure, we'll go with that, yeah. Wildcats answering early here in the second quarter. Wonderful play, and they take an interesting lead at 9. It's not a common score you see for the Wildcats, but a really important one for them. 7 seconds into the first quarter. They only had that one play. Or second quarter, excuse me. We line up for the kick. The War will get the ball back after a successful Wildcats drive.
A little bit up.
Wildcats getting there.
Broke a few tackles, but Cali War getting field position around the 30-yard line.
Yep, they've got a decent field ahead of them here. After the muffed drop, that's always a little scary to see.
It's always a little nerve-wracking for that team to see that, to see your receiver drop the ball. It forces resets. It forces the other team to really break through those blocks a little bit faster. You having less time for sure.
Go defense!
Crowd is very hyped today, hearing them from the booth constantly, letting out chants and cheers. You love to hear it.
Yeah, I'm sure the mic is picking up some of it, as they are just so loud out there, cheering on their Wildcats. Gates nearly picking off that throw this time, just out of her reach. It was a really good read, and again, I think that deep coverage that she's taken this time is going to be super influential in this game.
It's going to be very important for the passing game indeed. Lori Gates a little bit too far forward, just out of her reach. You saw her leaping as much as she could to try and get to that ball, just right off the fingertips. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw an interception from Laura Gates today. She's the interception queen this season.
Absolutely, a dual threat.
I'm sure those QB skills definitely influencing her safety game, being able to read the QB a lot easier. Dropping back, another pass, looks like on the left side, just out of reach. Sam Gordon taking down Spidey, number 16, the league MVP last year.
And that's quite a matchup that we got to see 2 weeks ago, and one that we're happy to see once again. Just two all-around athletes on the field.
Very, very competitive. You kind of like see some aggression from both sides. Really keeping your eyes locked on Spidey. That is one player you do not want getting hot. She was the league MVP, quoted from Brent Gordon. She was the league MVP last year for a reason. She has an amazing skill set.
And it's going to be a handoff. She drops that shoulder. Ooh. I think that's Sam Gordon. She really just, oh no, it's not. I don't know who that was. She really ate that shoulder though. That was, we can't see who that was, but that was a big hit, and we really hope they're okay.
Love to see some of the players from Cali War supporting, taking that knee. Trainers rushed out to her quickly. Hopefully she's all right.
As we take the injury timeout, let's take a look at some of the War players.
We got QB Guzman. I believe, is this in total? Looks like she's got 40 out of 82 completions, 788 yards this season, and 11 touchdowns. She's got a rating of 112.2.
It's not too bad. Not only 2 interceptions so far.
With 700 plus yards is very impressive. Looks like a Wildcats player getting up. Looks like it was Archuleta, I believe,
yeah.
Taking that shoulder hit. You love to see her walking. She's a very important player.
Yep.
And really a keystone in the Wildcat offense and defense. She's our cornerback and our wide receiver. We hope she can re-enter the game and that she's all right.
Yeah, walking off is always a good sign, and like you said, she is that one of those players that plays a lot of snaps on both sides of the ball, and it would be really hurtful for the Wildcats to lose her for the rest of the game, and hopefully not, but for parts of the playoffs. As we go on 4th down here, 3 yards for the War.
This is a key play here. We want to see the Wildcats stop them. QB keeps it and swarmed by a sea of purple.
Yeah. We'd love to see that. Let's go. And they'll take the turnover on downs this time. Like you said, just nowhere to go.
Absolutely nowhere to go. QB kept it and just right into our defensive end. I believe that was Lambright that was there to initiate the tackle. You love to see it.
She was definitely supported by several other Wildcats in that tackle, and that's just wonderful for them.
Turnover on downs. Wildcats get it back, and great field possession yet again, starting on our, I believe it's our 35. Well, Cali War's 35.
That did not take too much time of that second quarter. First down, handoff to Sam Gordon. Not going to gain too much this time around. Maybe a yard or two as they get inside the 35.
Hoping to see some more aerial combat from our Wildcats. I know Laura Gates has it in her. I would love to see some Lexi Ronings getting hot early.
Do you want to point out, looks like Archuleta has made her way back on the field. A lot of pressure, and Gates is going to try and take it, but eventually tackled for loss there. Taken back to their own, the War's 39-yard line, I believe. 36.
Just nowhere to go for our Wildcats. Looking down deep, just coverage was, I mean, everyone was covered. There was nowhere to go, so Laura decided to take it, and it was just the D-line just broke through, and you hate to see it, but we'll see what our Wildcats have in store with us. I believe we're seeing Archuleta back out there.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. Low snap, caught. It's going to air out to Archuleta. Archuleta had the defender beat, but it looks like the pass just went off just a little too early. Just not able to get there. It's a really good play, but we've got 4th and long. What are the Wildcats going to do here?
I mean, I believe Sam Gordon's averaging over 8 yards. Cyclone Gordon.
It's not a bad option. We've got 10 to go. Definitely too far to even think about the field goal. You don't really want to punt this far out either, for this close in, I guess.
If they don't want to punt it in, getting it in that touchdown will give the Cali War not amazing starting position, but it'll definitely give them a good one.
Gates, snap, and shotgun. Pass out wide to Ronning.
Just out of reach.
Yeah. Pretty good coverage once again by the War. And it's going to be another turnover on downs.
Looks like this will be a running game indeed. This game, both sides stopping the pass, both sides knowing to try and avoid getting each Cali War's QB hot or the Wildcats. You really want to make sure that those big plays don't happen, because those big plays cause a lot of momentum, like for the team.
Absolutely, yeah. It did seem like the Wildcats had all the momentum to start the second quarter, but that turnover could switch things up and could level the field here. War going to start it on their own 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Snap, handoff.
Stopped short again. Not a big running play from Cali War. The Wildcats defense doing really good, making sure that that run does not get hot. Make sure that running game stays cold.
That handoff there to Nori Washington on the War. Good for 1 yard.
Some wonderful views today from the box. Clear skies in Salt Lake City.
Those mountains sure are something to look at, aren't they? I don't know if you can really see it too much in the stream, but where we're looking is pretty nice. Handoff.
Where I'm looking, Mason, it's right at you. I love being here, talking to you, having a good time, talking football. What more could you want on a Saturday night?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited for those Saturday night lights, for sure. Third and 9 after no gain on that play. And it's just really showing how much of a battle this game is, a war, if you would.
Whoa. I saw what you did there, Cali War. Definitely a battle for sure. Each side really trying to get the momentum on their side. I'd say it's quite even. Coming back, a short pass right through. I believe it was dropped. Maybe.
I think it's.
It was completed.
Completed pass, yeah.
Oh, great bring-in for the Cali War wide receiver. I believe that was number 1.
Guzman really threading the needle on that play, but it is not enough for the first down, and they've still got some yards to go. About 3 on what we've seen. Another 4th down. I mean, how many is that this game so far?
We're seeing a lot of 4th downs for sure. Definitely a lot of these momentum plays. Really trying to keep each team tamed. Really not trying to let them get out of that box, out of the cage, and run wild. We'll see what Wildcats have for us to hopefully stop them and get a turnover on downs.
We keep discussing these momentum plays, and I feel like the more we talk about it, it feels like this is just a rivalry that's been brewing.
Rivalry indeed. After last game, like we mentioned earlier, there was a little bit of trash talk going back and forth, which we love to see.
Yeah,
we love to see it.
The passion.
The passion is just amazing.
I do think it is good for our Wildcats as well. You know, going into the playoffs, they need this adversity. They need this competition, the passion, they need that going into it, hoping to take home their first championship in the pro.
Cali War, that was another Cali War timeout. They only got one left for the half. Those don't become important later.
Yeah, it's definitely ideal to try and save them in case you do have the ball.
You want to stop that clock to really give your offense as much time to get down there.
And a good handoff this time. The gap is wide open. There is a flag way back at the line of scrimmage, though. This play may go back. We might have a holding. A really important call from the referees here.
I believe Cali War may have had, I saw the refs counting the players. They may have had too many players out there. So bringing it back for sure.
And that's costly.
That is something you definitely don't want to happen. They're going to be all the way back. 4th and long, I believe.
Wow, that changes everything. They went from first down and quite some change to going all the way back. And I gotta say, I don't know if they're gonna punt after that last one.
If you're a Wildcat, you love that call was just called. That was a big momentum shifter for Cali War. Them really getting out there. I believe it was a 20-yard run, now having to come back, and they're 4th and 15.
4th and 18 even. Yeah.
It's a bigger number.
Yeah, I mean, when you get that high up, it doesn't really change too much. But it looks like they are going to punt. Hopefully the snap gets to him. Another flag. He's punting pretty decent. Gates drops the initial catch. He's going to try and make a play out of it. Running to the outside, beats the first defender. Getting inside. Getting into Cali War territory, but...
Great return.
Yeah. That penalty may be on the War, the punting team. False start.
Another false start. Starting to see a little trend. Cali War are going to have to keep their heads calm and not jump before that ball snapped.
Yeah. Can't tell, but it looks like the Wildcats might have declined that. Yeah, I think they're just going to take it since they did get inside half field. So not a bad starting position for them. Why decline it?
Great field position, already getting past that 50-yard mark. See if the Wildcats can punch it in again.
Yep, the Wildcats did decline that last false start penalty, so they will take it at the 42-yard line. 42 yards to go for another score. Lampride in the backfield to start this drive. She's going to take it. Eventually whipped around, but good for 4 yards, I believe. Maybe 5.
One thing we love to see from Brielle Lambright is that aggression. She really breaks a lot of those first and second tackles, really gaining every yard she can get. You love to see it.
Back-to-back handoffs for her this time. Knocked down early by the Cali War lineman.
Looks like number 99 just shook off our O-line and just went right at her.
Antoinette Borders Frazier with a huge tackle there. Like you said, just broke right through the hole there that was made by the Wildcats line, and they're not going to get anywhere. 3rd and 6. Gates with the keeper. Not much right up the middle this time. Good for a couple, but once again, 4th down.
4th down, only a small yardage gain that last play. I believe they got 6 yards left. Doable, definitely doable for our Wildcats. Sam Gordon couldn't quite punch it through. Got stopped just short of the first down.
Right, the back and forth we've had. And once again, we're going to take over on downs. They'll start in their own half. See if they can try and go somewhere this time, but Wildcats, since the initial touchdown, have done really well on defense to prevent them from really going anywhere. They haven't had much yards at all since that first drive. Wildcats looking to keep that up.
We got Cali War, Cadwell with 3 sacks this season. Playing a big part on that defense. A lot of that aggression and getting to the ball quickly. Cali War drops back, airs it out. Why? Looks like a reception for Spidey, number 16. Loves to see the big plays.
That was a really impressive catch there, actually. We had direct sight there on that one, and she just, I mean,
arm was out as far as she could reach. I believe she caught it with one hand and brought it in with both.
Yeah.
It was very impressive.
And that's a big gain for them, getting close to crossing half fields. And showing why she was league MVP last year. And that throw first went up in the air. I did not think there was a chance she was going to get to it, I'm going to be honest.
I was right there with you. I thought it was just going to hit the turf. So we got a big run up the middle. Cali War really sending a message, getting those aggressive plays in, getting those big runs going.
Yeah, Washington with just an absolute truck right up the middle there. Just short for the first down.
Every run we see, she breaks at least 3 tackles.
She does. She is hard to take down for sure. And they're able to form those gaps on the line and get her going. She is a force for sure. They'll hand it off to her once again, trying to get that first down. And it's awful close.
Right.
Ref signaling for a 3rd down, just short.
Right. Not 4th and short, but 3rd and short. Still a very important play here. We'll see if Wildcats can get something going and stop these big plays.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know the War only need 1 yard, maybe less, to get the first down. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for something bigger, though. Try and air it down, get further down in the fields. If they don't succeed, then they've got 4th and short, and they like their chances probably of getting that single yard.
I would not be surprised either. You got 2 running backs in the backfield. Looks like another timeout called. I believe their last timeout called for Cali War.
Yeah, 3rd and final timeout for Cali.
Really not afraid to use them. But I mean, it's been working.
You've got them, use them.
Yeah, you got to use them. Wondering what, maybe they're switching up those plays, because it looks like they had 2 running backs lined up in the backfield going for that short yard play, but we'll definitely have to keep an eye out for that big play that they might whip out here. Loving that deep slants.
It's always the debate there. They definitely had momentum after several big plays. Do they stop the clock in the timeout and kind of pause that momentum to form a big play, or do they just let the momentum do its thing, and this time they opted for the timeout?
If I'm Cali War, I would have just taken that short run. The Wildcats are struggling to stop the Cali War, from coming up the middle. Just get those 2 yards, and then you have a fresh set of downs, and then you have that room to breathe, and you can get those big plays. And you'll be a little bit closer to the touchdown too. And every yard matters here. We've seen multiple 4ths and shorts that have not made it.
You do have to take the clock into a factor as well. 4 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. She's just going to muscle her way over as she breaks through the tackle just enough to get the first down.
Someone on our G-line had an arm, but like we've been seeing all game, you can't have one arm on her. You got to have at least what it looks like 3 bodies to bring her down. She has that aggression. She has that strength to keep fighting, as we just saw.
Yeah, it seems like the Cali War are figuring that out and using her effectively so far later in this second quarter. They're going to start now here at the 40-yard line with the clock ticking at 3 minutes and 40 seconds now. Gotta say, they're going to probably just kind of eat up as much time as they can, obviously wanting to score the touchdown by any means necessary, but if they can take the clock with them, that's huge. Big passing play. No one there, though.
A little bit of a miscommunication on Cali War's side. QB kind of looks confused looking at the sideline. Aired it out deep. We had her covered. You saw Laura Gates start running as soon as she read it, and almost wonder what happened.
Yeah, closest player there was the referee, I think. Second down, 10 yards to go. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Wildcats hoping to get a stop and get a stop early so they can have a chance at a drive themselves. Another deep play, this time good coverage. Archuleta really doing well watching the ball. Definitely no penalty this time. And really just shows why it's important that she was able to get back on the field after that brief injury.
Archuleta is that key player on the defense. She's always there. She is always there stopping those receivers, getting to the ball, really now starting to drop her hips back and turn back to the QB when that ball's in the air to avoid the PI again, and just wonderful coverage.
Getting closer and closer to that 2-minute timeout. Third down and 10 after 2 unsuccessful pass attempts.
Come on, pick her off!
Looks like they've got a different quarterback back there than who they've had, and she's gonna hand it off. There's a flag. She's making plays, takes down a player. Another missed tackle. This is Spidey muscling her way.
I believe a huge play for Cali War.
I think it's gonna come back though.
I believe there was holding on the offensive.
And yeah, I do think that big play is going to come all the way back. If I'm the War, I'm really going to want to clean up those penalties that are costing them after big plays. They really aren't a team that march down the field. They're more of a, big play. And when those big plays are canceled by a penalty, a silly mess up like what we're thinking here is
maybe like a legal motion. It looks like we saw 2 players moving at once. We'll see what the refs gives us.
As they're talking it over. Yep, and it will come right back. And instead, once again, instead of a huge first down, they've got third and 15. Oof, that hurts.
You definitely a big, we're speaking of momentum yet again. Number 16, Spidey, was breaking tackles, was shifting left and right. It looks like we really couldn't find the answer until she reached the 15-yard line. You hate to see it back. You definitely see a little frustration from Spidey, number 16.
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't hate to see that one back too much, but
I mean, as a biased broadcast for the Wildcats, I love to see it come back. But if I'm a Cali War fan, I'm definitely not excited.
Yeah, that is a painful one to watch. We are approaching this 2-minute timeout, and I think they might just let it get there. Yep. They're not going to take the snap before, and we go into another timeout here. I don't think the Wildcats are going to have much time on the ball if they do get it back before the half.
Oh, are we doubting the Wildcats now?
Hey, I'm just being realistic here.
Nothing like a little realism for sure. Definitely Cali War eating away that time. Really, this has been a long drive for them. A lot of penalties coming back, a lot of those short plays, and we're seeing a big play come back. 3rd and long. We'll see what Cali War draws up.
The 2-minute drill is definitely an interesting one when you have 0 timeouts remaining, which is where the Cali War find themselves right now.
Definitely wondering if Cali War regrets using some of those early timeouts. I believe we had 2 in the first quarter. Just wondering if maybe they like they kept their heads and didn't call those timeouts. We'll have to see what type of plays. Definitely Cali War going to want to go on the outside. Really going to want to try and get out of bounds as much as possible to stop that clock, to give them as much time as possible to punch it into the red zone.
Wildcats will take the ball to start the second half. So I feel like it feels like a win if they are able to stop the War, regardless of if they have a chance at a drive before the half ends. Although I do think they have all of their timeouts.
Yeah, Wildcats still have 3 timeouts, so they'll definitely have some bit more time if they do get this ball back.
Yeah, that 2 minutes is a lot longer for them with those 3 timeouts.
It's like 10 minutes.
Basically. 3rd and 15, big play here.
Got a blitz lined up.
Pressure.
A little throw under.
It's caught. Can they take her down? Stiff arm, but able to bring her down with her.
I believe the clock is still running too. She couldn't quite get on the outside.
Right. Massive play this time.
Beautiful dump from Cali War. Saw the blitz and just took the short pass.
Yeah, that was really well handled, but like you said, they did not get out of bounds, so not only do they have 4th down, they've only got 1:30 as the clock continues to tick down.
Not seeing too much hustle from Cali War, taking that time in this huddle. Wondering if they're just trying to eat away clock.
Yeah.
They're not too worried about scoring a touchdown. They are still down by 1 point. Maybe they're going to take the field goal as they chew away at the time. Snapping under center.
4th and 4, handoff.
Really
Stop
stop short. You can hear the crowd ecstatic about the stop.
Let's go Wildcats. They will take over with just over a minute to go in this first half. 3 timeouts. They've got a chance to make a drive happen. They'll definitely need to look to the air more than they have so far in this game. But a big play for them. Good stops all around. And Cali War going to be disappointed with that drive. Once again, that penalty is so costly for them.
All right, we're hoping to see some big plays here, seeing if the coaches drew anything up.
The 1-minute drill
is even tougher.
Even tougher, right? Got about 70 yards to go for a touchdown or field goal, either or, to try and get more points on the board before the half ends. Gates, snap and shotgun.
Early hits
is given as she was taken down
way before the ball.
Before the ball got to her.
Gotta bring that aggression back here.
Yeah,
you know, we're getting a little too feisty now.
There's a line between aggression and penalties, essentially.
Yes, exactly. You can be there, but you can't hit her.
Right. And, once again, I think they're just letting. Oh no!
False start on the Wildcats. Since there was that false start, that PI does not count.
It's just going to offset those.
See some excitement from Cali War.
Yeah, that's a 5-yard penalty versus a 15-yard one. So really unfortunate. 2 mistakes from both teams, proving costly.
6-second drill.
Yep. We'll start again. 1st and 10.
Seeing some not happy kids in the stands about that call. I was hoping that play counted.
Yeah, because the penalty, that's so helpful. It marches them forward, doesn't take up time on the clock.
Gates going out wide, getting on the outside. Is she caught? Clock's still running. But an immediate timeout for our Wildcats.
Does not surprise me one bit. Good run by her, and an interesting play design when you are considering, the clock so significantly. But they know they've got the timeouts. They know how capable she is on her feet. So why not let her?
If you look, it looks like those Cali War, she was just gunning for the sideline, but couldn't quite get out there. Cali War stopping her just a little bit early. So the out of bounds is definitely in the game plan and thought of mind of our Wildcats, but just couldn't quite get there, having to sacrifice a timeout. But hey, that's why we save them, for these exact moments.
Yep. only ate up a few seconds, so they're still doing okay as far as time goes. But they'll need to get some big plays, keep going, basically.
Wondering if we're going to see Archuleta or Lexi Ronings as the target for this next play. I'm hoping to see it.
Not too many receiving yards thus far in the game for the Wildcats. They'll certainly want to get those numbers up a little bit. I mean, that is consistent with their last meeting. Most of their mass yards were found on the ground.
They were very good dropping back their safeties, and I believe one of their linebackers most of the time really just being skeptical of Laura Gates' arm, really trying to make sure that she doesn't make those big plays to gain that momentum.
Line up with 3 here on this near side, and Sam Gordon able to take it because there was a lateral pass. Wow, what a play. I definitely want to watch that one back.
Definitely going to keep my eye on the replay. I saw it bounce. I thought it stopped, but it looks like it was a lateral pass backwards for Sam Gordon to receive it and take it up the field. Some confused looks from Cali War too. Looks like we're getting under center quick.
I mean, just great.
Sam Gordon. Oh, Laura Gates getting out of bounds, getting some yardage.
Wow. Sam Gates able to make the most out of that pass.
It's like a little bit of sportsmanlike conduct not called on Cali War hitting our QB after the play is stopped. Definitely don't want to do that. That'll be a quick and easy call for our refs.
Gates' run was good for about 3 yards after the big play from Gordon.
36 seconds left with 2 timeouts. We're going to see some motion from Lambright and Archuleta, handing it off to Archuleta on the right side, turning up to breaking a tackle, and finally coming down, letting the clock run. Immediate timeout again from our Wildcats.
Spidey the one to make that tackle. And she's another player that plays both sides of the ball. Most of these women do. And
looks like we got another Wildcat down.
Slow to get up. It might be Archuleta after she was slammed pretty hard on the play. Second time we've seen her slower to get up. She's getting banged up pretty good. I hope not too bad though.
Looks like she really hit that right shoulder on the ground pretty hard from the slam. Hopefully she's able to get up again, and as we mentioned earlier, she is that huge keystone for the Wildcats on both sides of the ball.
Injury timeout stops the game at 26 seconds. They've got 30 yards to go. It's definitely possible, but odds are starting to stack up against them. They'll need some big plays or plays that they can get outside. They do still have the 2 timeouts, which are going to prove important, I think, but they've got 33 here.
She is up again, walking. She looks good, just maybe a little banged up. Just needed to take that time. Hopefully she'll be all right.
Seems to be okay, like you said, she's walking off once again, so it's a good sign. She was holding her shoulder, we both thought, so obviously that doesn't mean too much if she's walking, but good to see her return once again. Third and 3. We're lining up 4 on that far side. Motion, fake handoff.
Screen on the right side. Couldn't quite get up there, and I believe the clock's still running.
Clock is still running. They'll take the timeout.
4th and short. Here we are again.
Clock was stopped with 16 seconds. 4th and 1.
So you got 16 seconds left. You're really just looking for that big play. Whether it'll be a run or a pass, we'll have to see. If I'm the Wildcats, I put my confidence in Laura Gates and Lexi Ronings and our other receivers to really punch it in there. Definitely seeing some openings on Cali War's left side of the defense. They are dropping their safety, but she's heavy on that right side of our offense.
I mean, in this position, they've got one more timeout. They need 1 yard to get the first down in the first place. Then they've got 16 seconds. It's a lot of important decision making here. A lot of important play design. I think you go for get the first down first. That's priority 1, right?
First down, you have at least 2 plays with 16 seconds left and a timeout. Get that first down, regroup after that timeout, and see what type of play we can come up. We got 2 in the backfield in shotgun. Dropping back. Lexi Ronings tipped, and it's in her hands. Break that tackle. Stop the clock with a timeout. Love to see it. Lining up quick.
Clock is stopped. Go quick and spike it. 6 seconds. We've got
huge play. You see Laura drop back. Just Cali War defender couldn't quite get there. Tipped it right in the hands of Lexi Ronings. Brings it up for a couple extra yards here. Love to hear the excitement from the crowd too.
Yeah. I mean, that was a moment where I think it went from absolute silence as that ball went up. Everyone just watching, like, what's going to happen here?
We were definitely, I mean, I was on the edge of my seat there. I saw it.
5 seconds.
Looks like we fixing the clock real quick.
Yeah, discussing how much time we actually have left.
Looks like it's 5 seconds.
5 seconds, basically one play, and they're lining up for the field goal, just to punch it in, get the extra points, go up by 3.
I believe we're kicking it.
Yeah.
It looks like we're lined up just to get that field goal and
do it.
And then we'll get the ball back on the second half.
Yeah, I think it's a smart play. It's
I
a
love
safe
this
play.
play.
It's a lower scoring game than what they're used to, and I think they have to adjust to that, and I think that's exactly what this play here is.
Interesting to see here. Don't see too many field goals from our Wildcats. Snap is good and get it through there. Good.
Wildcats good for the 3 points on the field goal. That is Brinley Devi
Wildcat
able to chip
field
it in. Those ones are
goal.
honestly kind of difficult sometimes. You just got to get it up quick and avoid those linemen that are trying to block and swat that ball down, and she does just that. And a successful drive for the Wildcats with 1 second remaining in the half. Really, really important for them. Good momentum shifter. And yeah, they'll take the ball once again momentarily after the break at halftime.
Coming out after halftime, just scoring. You're feeling good. You're definitely able to breathe a little bit more. Keep your head high throughout the halftime. Definitely some things to talk about, I'm sure, from the coaches. But all around, it's been a fun first half.
I second that, yeah. It is still a one-possession game, so you know, nothing's over yet. We've got a whole another second half of drama ahead of us, but they'll be excited with that ending of the first half. I expect a squib kick here to prevent them from a mega return of any kind.
Biggest thing here, stop. Do not let them get through the blockers.
Absolutely. Yeah, they won't have any time to have any plays after this, so this is the last play of the second half, and it's
onside kick, I believe the Wildcats ended up getting.
And a really smart play because they're able to just stop her immediately, and that's going to take us through the first half.
Definitely some things to talk about. It's got some big plays on that last play with Lexi Ronings. Big plays on Cali War side too.
This this group right here, all around, is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Down. Tatsiano's going to go straight ahead. Got a receiver caught. Touchdown. They're back by him. What a catch. Houdini acts for sideline. She works another tackle. They've got one ready to beat.
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight. That's something. The click, the shift, the boom, and you're there. The mess becomes a map, and you call it art, or science, or code, because now you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
And as we can see, the future of technology is with us. You might be thinking, Doc, this is truly amazing. And we got.
Hey, is the projector ready? Come on, time for a team meeting.
To her left, has time, throws on the run to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Pittsburgh TD.
The athletes, they're the backbone of this whole league, and they're just amazing people. They've got amazing stories.
Barrett in the pattern, they're looking for her. Able to bring that one in, Brianna Barrett. My goodness.
I never thought I'd be here. I feel like the best things in life are things that come to you unexpected. So it's been a great journey for me.
I know this is where I'm supposed to be.
Caught touchdown, Jada Meister.
Essentially, it's true of breaking barriers, right?
She could go all the way, and she does. Touchdown.
We're shattering the glass ceiling.
Great pass up in the air. Touchdown.
All of the women role models that we look up to are all women who did things that were not expected.
They realize they're pioneers. They realize that the trail that they leave is going to be a path that a young girl can follow.
It gives you hope. They believe in themselves, I believe in them, and Frank will believe in all of us, so it just goes with the territory.
One team!
Welcome to the Road to Canton Halftime Show. I'm Brian Sweeney, the voice of the Women's Football Alliance Pro Division National Championship game. We've reached the final week of the regular season, and we will check in with Alex Westhead throughout tonight's program. In the first of 3 Division II versus Pro Division games last weekend, the Rocky Mountain Thundercats welcomed the Mile High Blaze. In the end, the Blaze moved to 2-3 with a 13-12 victory. The Blaze need a win today and some help from Tampa and Cincinnati if they want to make the postseason, as they currently sit in the 9th spot, just behind the Storm and ahead of the Cougars. Since winning the Division II National Championship in 2022, the Blaze sit at just 500 and are at risk of missing the playoffs for the first time since 2023.
And to be fair, they probably should. I think that when you look at what the Mile High Blaze have done this year, they just haven't been good enough to be irrelevant in that postseason picture discussion. They need help on defense. They need help on offense. And right now, the Mile High Blaze are just not a team that you can look at and say, well, there's a championship contender. They just need more help.
The Nevada Storm moved to 3-2 on the season when they welcomed the Oregon Cougars of Division III. This one ended with a decisive 44-0 win for the Storm, who need to finish strong today as they currently sit in the number 8 spot in the Massey ratings, which would send them to play the Passion in the first round of the postseason if the ratings stay the way they are now. Nevada is looking at making the postseason for the first time since 2022.
And I'm sure for the Nevada Storm, Brian, they're looking very, not fondly, but they're looking back at what happened to them a year ago, where they were in that postseason spot, then dropped the heartbreaker and didn't make the playoffs. They're looking to atone for that, but they might need help from outside, especially on the East Coast in Pittsburgh.
The St. Louis Slam went into Derby City and put up their best showing of the 2026 season. Humphrey and McMahon were not the only ones reaching the end zone either, as Keona Smith had a pick six and Hannah Brickson had a massive hit to get points on the board as well. Final score, St. Louis 62, Derby City 20. With the current Massey ratings, St. Louis would open up the postseason back in Minnesota for the third matchup of the season on June 27th. But that could change based on their game tonight versus the Indiana Valor and how the game ends between Cali and Salt Lake. It took a few weeks this season, but the Slam are back to playing the game the way they like to.
So the St. Louis Slam, they pound Division II teams. That's no surprise to anybody who's watched them for as long as they have. But the biggest thing is they get Carrie McMahon back, and clearly she's had an impact, giving Jamie Gall that top target to throw to. They're going to be a dangerous out in the postseason, whoever they play.
In the first of the Pro versus Pro games last weekend, the Houston Energy played the Cali War. After already finding the end zone twice, Nori Washington of the War intercepted Christina Jacobs of the Energy. Then it was another pass to Megan Vale as she quickly is becoming Guzman's favorite target. This connection increased the lead and in the end had the War on top 46-6. Cali will more than likely start the postseason on the road. The question will be where, in Minnesota or back at Salt Lake for the third meeting of the season. Cali and St. Louis flipped spots in the Massey ratings after last weekend and could very well do the same this week. For Houston, it's another season without making the playoffs.
And it's tough to see a green light or any sort of a light at the end of the tunnel for Houston just because they don't have any depth. They need help. They need somebody down in Houston who can come in and star at those key feature spots. They just don't have it right now. And for Cal, it's a tough spot for them to be in too, knowing that you have to go to Salt Lake, have a good performance, and then hope that you have to go to Minnesota instead of going to Salt Lake again. It's a tough spot for the War to be in, even as well as they had been playing until they started playing Salt Lake.
Becoming the only Pro Division team to finish their season last week, the Minnesota Vixen traveled to play the Tampa Bay Inferno. Minnesota was looking to recover from their loss to the Slam the week prior, and the Inferno were the ones to pay the price. By the end of the first quarter, Jackie Radford had already found the end zone twice to give the Vixen an early lead. Tampa was not going down easy, as Amaya Baker intercepted a ball meant for Radford and took it back for an Inferno touchdown. Late in the game, Solveig Lundberg for the Vixen also found the end zone again and sealed the game for the Vixen. Final score 55-21. Minnesota now waits to see what will happen in the first round of the playoffs, and Tampa, currently in the 7th spot in the Massey ratings, hopes to hold that spot. Although guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, Minnesota does not only not know who they'll be playing, but there's still a chance that they could be on the road.
And Brian, if they end up on the road, it's going to be because of factors completely beyond their control. I think the best case scenario for them was DC and Pittsburgh splitting that season series and then being able to win by as much as they did in Tampa. They are on bye this week, and that's a massive help for them. But the biggest thing for them is they just have to be able to be ready, because it's going to be a good team going into St. Paul to take on the Minnesota Vixen. They have to be ready and play from the opening jump.
In the final game last weekend, it was another instant classic between the DC Divas and the Pittsburgh Passion. In Week 3, it was a walk-off field goal in DC that sealed the win for Pittsburgh, and the fans were ready for the rematch. Napo would open up the scoring for this game and give the Passion an early lead. Congialdi would call her own number and put DC on the board before the first quarter ended. This game would remain tight until late in the fourth quarter when DC trailed by 3 with just over 2 minutes to play, when Congialdi would have to dive on a bad snap to retain possession for the Divas. Then, with time ticking down, Navia Howell was found in the corner of the end zone to give DC the 33-29 victory. These teams will finish 1-2 in the National Conference, but exactly who gets which spot comes down to this week's results. This season between DC and Pittsburgh, the team at home has lost both meetings.
So DC and Pittsburgh is an interesting matchup to me, again, just because you've had both teams win on the road, but you've also had some really good matchups in both. I think it's a testament to the hallmark of how paritous the WFA has become, where you have teams that are rivalry teams that are playing each other and they're splitting those series. It's really fun to see that anybody has a chance to beat anybody, and I'm really encouraged if and when they play each other in another postseason matchup again this year. Should be fun.
It's the final week of the regular season, and after 7 weeks, Alex and I are both sitting at 32-4 with our picks, after we each went 5-1 last week. It's time for the final regular season picks. Houston at Austin.
I think Houston gets it done on a high note against a Austin Outlaw team that I think can't keep up. It'll be close, but give me Houston.
Indiana at St. Louis.
St. Louis, I said before that they pound Division II teams. They'll do so again here. It should be a comfortable win.
Tampa at DC.
I like DC coming off of a good performance and a win, obviously, against Pittsburgh. But I think Tampa's sneaky. They'll keep it close, but give me DC.
Cincinnati at Pittsburgh.
A shout-out the last time that they played. There's no reason to doubt the Pittsburgh Passion defense. Again, give me the Passion here.
Nevada at Mile High.
I'm concerned about Mile High with how they played last weekend against Rocky Mountain. Therefore, give me the Nevada Storm for the road win.
And Cali at Salt Lake.
Cali Salt Lake a little closer than the final score indicated the last time in Los Angeles. I'll take Salt Lake and a little bit more comfortably here as well.
Tickets are on sale now for the National Championship weekend at Tom Benson Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, July 24th through 26th. Visit WFAProFootball.com for more information and to purchase your tickets today. Enjoy the second half of the game, and we'll see you next time on the road to Canton.
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight.
That's something.
The click, the shift, the boom, and you're there. The mess becomes a map, and you call it art, or science, or code, because now you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
Yo, Jay, what you say?
are good to go. Starting off with an onside kick.
No.
Cali War receiving it.
Able to pounce on that after it bounced off the Wildcats player. Oh, that's a huge play for the War.
Definitely not expecting that. Starting off hot in the second half.
Onside kick successful, and the War are going to take over. Nearing half fields.
Definitely some frustration on the Wildcats. I mean, I don't know if anyone was expecting it.
That certainly caught me off guard. They're going to take the first snap of the half. It's right where they left off.
Tackle, I believe it was from Gordon.
Washington able to get a good gain there.
Wildcats are a little taken aback from that onside kick.
Yeah, you wouldn't blame them if they were an 8-yard gain and they get right to half fields. Big start for the War.
Big start for the War, definitely coming out and throwing a couple punches early. I mean, they are a very aggressive team and love these big plays. Maybe we should have expected it, but definitely not on my radar. A pass up the middle, dropped, not completed. I believe it hit the chest of number 11. It's Megan Vale.
I thought she had that one momentarily, but good defense and able to break up the play eventually. Washington, interestingly enough, only has 34 carries on the season so far, but I'm guessing that number has gone up significantly as she takes it once again, and this time good for the first down and a couple more yards to go. She stopped at the 45, entering Wildcat territory early on in this second half, third quarter.
Early and fast. Definitely not seeing that trend of fourth downs or any of these penalties that bring them back. Looks like Cali War had a good game plan coming out, and they're executing it very well.
First and 10. Shotgun, fake handoff, throwing it out wide.
Spidey, number 16, bringing that in.
Really well done as Gordon was right on her back, but brings it in and holds on to it really well there.
Wondering if they call her Spidey with the athletic ability and sticky fingers. Looks like she's had some pretty impressive catches and plays this game.
Yeah, it feels like if that's the reason for the nickname, it's pretty fitting.
It's pretty spot on.
Second and 3. We've got 2 in the backfield. Fake to the first. It's stuffed. Going nowhere.
Starting to see some life from our Wildcats, getting these stops early like they were the first half. Definitely very excited to see that.
Third down to go after Washington's carry was good for no gain. Saw a lot of fourth downs in the first half. I'm guessing if they don't get it this time, they'll go for it once again. And this field spot, it's kind of an awkward.
Deep to number 11. Getting there, Archuleta bringing her down. Taking these outside slants to heart this half.
Come on, there's motion! Come on!
Big completion.
Definitely some phrases from the crowd that they're not liking.
Yeah,
what they're
apologies
seeing.
if the mic's picking those up. But that is good for the first down and quite a big gain for them. They'll take it at the 22-yard line. Perfect pass, really.
I mean, It was perfectly executed. She put her back foot down and turned her hips right to her target, airing it out almost perfectly, just right into the hands of her receiver.
Guzman's led a good first drive here, and handoff to Caldwell, I believe. Get a small gain there. Not too many rushing attempts from anyone outside of Washington so far today, but this time that is a different one as they make that sub and bring her right back on.
That was Caldwell. We've seen a few from her. Definitely that up the middle, and she gets those short yardages, but she's very consistent with getting those yards.
Which does come in very handy at times. And that was good for 4, so it does help him out.
And dropping back, looking at that outside, it's a little long. I believe Spidey brought it in. Another one of those quick outside slants over the shoulder. QB is dropping dimes.
I was going to say, that connection right now between Guzman and Spidey is just, it's hard to stop.
The chemistry is definitely locked in. You wonder what the Cali War's coaches told Cali War. Maybe just definitely wanting to attack the air more often, noticing that Gates was dropped back and maybe taking in account a lot of these shorter passes.
First and goal now inside the 5. I'm guessing by the way this drive has gone so far that they're going to have an answer and get it into the end zone. And it's consistent with how the first half
back,
went.
another one of those outside slants, just too far out the reach of number 11. That's some great coverage from Archuleta, staying on her hip the entire time.
They do kind of pass pretty quickly, don't they? They don't let the Wildcats rush in at all, really. It's they have their option, they know where they're going, and they throw it. And a lot of times it does end up like that, but it's been pretty successful for them thus far in the drive and in the second half.
Haven't seen too many big passes, and all those short, quick passes. I wonder if they talked about is Frank Gordon, defensive coach for the Wildcats, had mentioned that he was going to be subbing out a lot of his D linemen, keeping them fresh all game.
Yeah.
So definitely wanting to get those passes out because our Wildcats will be back there quickly. Handing it off to number 21, breaking a few tackles and entering in the 2 touchdown, 6 points for Cali War here early in the second half.
Yep, and that's Washington once again with the carry, this time good for the touchdown. The score goes to 14-12, the War taking another lead, and this feels very cyclic, feels very much like the first half, exactly how they started that one with their first drive with the touchdown.
Yeah, very similar to the first half, just they came out hot, they got to their players, they did their key plays and were able to score the touchdown early. Hopefully it's just like the second half and maybe we'll get a safety again.
Yeah, well, who knows? Looks like they're going to go for 2 once again, which is interesting, and it's successful. And that does put them outside of a field goal, tying things up as the single PAT would have done. 16-12 for the War. Not what the Wildcats were hoping to have this second half. After the onside kick was successful, big plays, big passing, big rushing. I mean, everything worked for the War. Unfortunately, Wildcats couldn't stop them.
And I'm going to bring up my favorite word, momentum. Yeah. They got it now.
That is the word of the night, isn't it?
They have a hard grasp on momentum right now. Definitely seeming like they can get it back almost quickly with these big plays. Maybe the Wildcats were definitely lucky having a lot of those big plays come back last half, and I mean, as much as we hope to see it, Cali War seems like they have it figured out, like they mentioned.
Yep, they definitely cleaned up those penalties on that drive, and nothing came back for them this time. So all around, well done by them, and they've ate up about the first 7 minutes of this third quarter.
Definitely, if I'm a Wildcat, I'm wanting to just brush that off. Just knowing that I am also capable of scoring. Having a lot of these key players here, Lexi Ronings and Archuleta. Looks like it's going over the head, far back for Lexi Ronings. She's
all the way inside.
Trying to pick it up and looking for blockers and stop down early on the 15, just getting right over her head, and she's most unfortunate, but seeing if our Wildcats can brush this off too and really get to scoring.
Yep, a long field position ahead of them. They're going to need a big drive to answer that touchdown, but they've got that. They're capable of that. They know that, and yeah, they'll get things going once again on the ball. They're going to start on their own 15, so 85 yards. It's a long ways to go.
85 yards is definitely going to be a long fight, as a lot of these yards don't come easy.
Right, and they haven't had too many explosive plays thus far. Nothing like they're used to as far as big plays, you know, taking it 40, 50 yards to the house.
Definitely haven't seen any of those big plays this game. Not too many, besides Lexi Ronning's tit pass.
Yeah, true.
For the touchdown. Definitely wanting to see something here.
That first carry, good for 2 yards. Handoff once again.
Helmet comes flying off from Cali War.
I thought that was
she's
the ball
all right.
at first.
She's slow to get up. So we're taking. Oh.
Yeah, to have the helmet knocked off is usually a pretty serious hit.
Definitely scary. Looks like her teammates are helping her up. She seems just fine. We love to see the players on their feet. So she'll run to the sideline to get checked out. 99, a key player in their defensive line. Definitely seeing her a lot this game. I believe it's Borders Frazier. Excuse me. Definitely a big key part of the Cali War defense.
Big presence on the line there. Once again, the handoff. I think it's good.
I believe it's
good for the first down. Yep, she just crossed over on that 3rd and 1.
First down, Wildcats.
And able to move the chains for them. And they're moving it slowly but surely, you know. No reason to force those big plays, you know. If you can get those chains moving, make it happen one way or another.
If we can get those chains moving no matter what, that is good. Sam Gordon coming up the middle.
Another spin.
Another spin. Cyclone Gordon getting out there.
Yep, she does love that one, and it's super efficient for her, super useful to have in her bag. And that's a good play for them. And that moves the chains enough for the first down. Another 10-plus yard carry for her.
Sam Gordon definitely being a key player in this game, taking a lot of these carries. I believe take it again, and just for another short gain of about 4 or 3.
Yep, they're not afraid to use her again and again. You know, when they find what's working, they're going to keep using it. Wildcat sideline, getting the crowd fired up, getting the team fired up. That's Sydney Sessions. And you love to see the energy that she's got going on. And a big play. We missed that one.
Definitely didn't see that one. We'll definitely have to see it on the replay.
We were too busy crowd watching that time, but really huge play. And once again, we're seeing a first down.
Looks like it was an outside run to Sam Gordon on the left side.
Yeah, a successful pitch. Good enough for the first down as they approach half fields. Once again, Gordon taking it, and she's just on a tear right now.
She is eating up every yard. Cali War definitely taking a back now, trying to have an answer, and I mean, got no answer for Cyclone Gordon.
Yeah, the crowd is eating this up. Energy is happening right now. Wildcats have, what's your favorite word again?
Momentum.
That's right. 2nd down and 3. Once again, handoff, Gordon. And she's awful close, but I think she's got the first down. Referees discussing, and it's enough And they'll move those chains once again. They're just marching down. They started all the way back at their own 15 and now into war territory.
Definitely love to see those chains moving often. Not seeing those 4th and shorts where we're having to fight. We just, in a matter of minutes, got 20 plus, 30 plus yards entering Cali War territory, like you said.
The pitch outside to Sam Gordon. War player going to meet her there, but she spins out of the first tackle and able to get back to the initial line, maybe just short. But, yeah, they're finally answering the running game there. And I think the Wildcats have some mixing up to do now, maybe.
Definitely don't want to keep just giving it to the same person. You kind of notice their Cali War just hurt, like the linebackers just eyed Sam Gordon the whole time, getting there early, getting only a short loss, luckily, with that spin. But a loss is still a loss, and that's not something that we want to take often.
2nd and 11. They've got 2 in the back again, and they'll just do it. And she's going to make up for that loss there and get them awful close to the first down. Big gain there.
She's running like she had 3 cups of coffee before this game. I don't know what happened in that locker room, but she is coming out with some energy.
Who knows? Maybe she did. Maybe 4 cups. I don't know.
She's running like she's angry at the ground for sure, folks.
Gates, handoff. Gordon cutting. She's just moving.
Just keep giving it to her. And unstoppable. The crowd knows it. Cali War maybe starting to realize it.
Wow. No signs of exhaustion. No signs of stopping for her.
Wildcats, how about that?
And Gordon finally going to take a breath and sub out briefly after play-by-play. I wish we were keeping track of how many rushes she just did. But they're finally going to give her a chance to take a breather, and I think that'll be good. Handoff to Brielle Lampright. Good for a couple more. And they're moving up. That pushes them inside the 30. About the 26-yard line. Have they thrown the ball yet this half?
I don't think they've thrown the ball yet. Definitely keeping it on the ground, but when it's working like this, I just keep running it.
Right. Yeah, the War have shown little answer so far on the ground, and so they're going to probably stick to that. Another handoff to Lampright this time. I think, big play right off the line, able to get to her quickly and not let her get to speed. That's Kiara Allen with the stop there.
Tackling Lampright with that WWE armbar.
Serious.
Coming down hard. But a stop is still a stop, and you love to see the aggression that Cali War brings.
They'll rotate Lampright off there after that play, too. Wondering if they've got some more receivers out there this time, maybe. Try and get the air game involved as well. 3rd and 8. War finally showing some signs of stopping the plays. And they are going to look to the skies. Ronning, it was in her hands, but good play, honestly, from Cali.
Number 15, Davis, out here. Had it in Lexi Ronning's hands, but it looks like Davis just smacked her around. Great coverage. Just couldn't quite bring it in yet.
Yeah, a good pass by Gates right into the hands of Ronning, but that is a tough one to hold on to when you had the defender, right there in your face to bring that ball away from you. 4th down, 4th and 8. It's a longer one inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. Gates with some time, but got pressure, able to get away from it, throws it downfield, and no penalty on that one. I wasn't sure if we would see one, maybe, as she was taken out before the ball got to her.
Definitely will have to see the replay on that. We saw her fall early. I assumed it was a defender, but it
could have just been a slip.
Right.
Watching the replay now.
See, it gets aired out, and looks like she just might have caught like the grass just a little too hard and Definitely couldn't really see it too much on the replay here.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, again, like you said, we didn't really see it too well there, but I don't think from watching that it was a PI.
Yeah, I believe that's our tight end. I believe she just unfortunately slipped.
Yeah, they're both looking for the ball there. The War player is able to see the ball is aired out and kind of going for it. So weird snap there, and not able to go far. She kind of stiff arms through the tackle on the Wildcats linebacker. And that's probably going to take us through the end of the quarter. That one went by pretty quick after 2 long drives from either side.
All right, definitely some big plays from both sides. I mean, Sam Gordon and Brielle bringing it to Cali War down the field. I believe they marched down like 90 yards, or it's about 72 yards. Cali War with obviously their big slant plays and the running plays up the middle, getting them that touchdown. It'll be interesting to see how both sides come out for the 4th and final quarter. 16 Cali War, 12 Wildcats.
Yep, once again, they were able to move down the field pretty efficiently, but when it came down to it, they were stopped and then turned the ball over once again on downs.
Here we go, Wildcats. Here we go. Here we go, Wildcats. Here we go.
The War going to start this 4th quarter at their own 29-yard line. As they hold on to the lead for the time being, 16-12. Wildcats really hoping for the win, as if they do pull that off, they would host both first 2 rounds of playoffs, which is always a huge thing, not to have the travel as another factor in your game. War with a quick pass like we saw, but just out of the reach of Spidey this time. Gordon there to bring her down eventually, but not necessary this time.
It's like Spidey's on the ground, an injury timeout. We'll take a moment as they check her out. Not sure, it looks like she wasn't able to get up. It may be a knee issue. Oh, she is up and walking. Looks like there's a little bit of a limp. Hopefully she'll be able to return to the game. It's good to see she's already walking though.
Yep, just took a beating there, but she'll be all right. 3rd down and 7. Wildcats would love to force 3 and out, but so far the War have liked going for it on 4th down regardless of field position, so it may require a 4th and out. And they will take a timeout. Looks like they maybe had some miscommunication on the play, but they'll regroup and figure that out.
Looks like QB on the Cali War couldn't quite get her team set and in position, and definitely is smarter to take that timeout so you don't get that penalty, especially forcing a 3rd and long, let alone a 4th and long.
Exactly.
All right, seeing a lot of these short slants from Cali War, like just none of this deep passes this time. Definitely going for those shorter passes, resulting in big plays after from their wide receivers. Wondering if we're gonna drop Laura Gates in a little bit shorter to see if we can stop these shorter passes to get some more support on the outside. See if maybe we'll drop our linebackers into these outside positions where the ball's dropping. It'll be interesting to see how our defense lines up.
Once again, 3rd and 7. keep an eye out for those slant plays like Ty just highlighted.
Fumbled.
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 Loose. I
Not
think
sure
the
who got it.
I think a Wildcat jumped on that.
Looks like the Wildcats did receive it.
And a huge moment for the Wildcats. They take over the ball. We'll see if we can figure out.
I believe the pitch was just off. They just tossed it and then
Yeah,
she started bobbling it.
it looked like the War player never really had possession.
Definitely dropping it.
Several Wildcats jumping on it. But in the end,
I believe it was Archuleta.
With the recovery and a huge opportunity for the Wildcats as they're inside the 30-yard line here.
Right. Definitely struggled in the red zone. We'll see if we can turn it up. Handing it off to Sam Gordon. It's like the favored target tonight with her and him, Lambright. Looks like there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, late penalty thrown out there.
Looks like it's on the defense face mask is what I saw the refs signaling.
They're going to confirm here, but...
Well, face mask on the defense.
That's going to push them quite a ways down the field.
Definitely not wanting to make these penalties a habit again like they did in the first half. Definitely having a lot of false starts and a lot of those hiccups. Gaining a lot of yards here.
Yeah, they're at the 12-yard line now. 12 yards to go for a touchdown and the lead.
All right, we got our running backs lined up. Looking on the outside, cutting back in, fighting off a few tackles, eventually coming down for, I believe, a loss of yards.
Some players slow to get up after that play, but that was good for 2 yards, and they're now at the 10-yard line. Second, oh no, they didn't get any gain. Second and 10 once again on the 12. We'll get some forward progress on that one. It's just going nowhere this time. They're going to need something here inside the red zone to force a score and take that lead back. That one was good for 3 yards before she was forced back.
Got about 7 yards to go.
Third and 6. Gates with the keeper on the outside, but just, oh wow. The War player really read that and got to her quickly before she was able to cut, before the blockers were able to get there for her, and that's going to be a loss of yards, I believe, and maybe a pretty big one too.
I mean, the linebacker on Cali War's side just saw that opening, just saw Gates and ran right through it, getting to her very quickly, resulting in a loss of yards and now a 4th and long.
Big tackle from Williams on the War, and Wildcats going to go for the field goal, even though this would only lower the deficit to 1. She's going to hit it.
Oh, off the post.
Just hits the crossbar, and it's no good. Oh, I mean, inches, if that, an inch or so more, and that would have been good. Just can't quite catch a break in the red zone.
Can't quite just punch it in this game. That was our second field goal attempt, sadly resulting in the rejection of the post. We'll have to see if the Wildcats can get another stop here.
Ward takes over on the 20-yard line. There was a big tackle for loss before that to move him back quite a bit. So 20 yards, or yeah, just 20 yards short. But that's a lot when you're trying to take back a lead here.
Cali War looking deep, almost getting there, getting that short pass off and a short yardage gain. kind of seeing a lot of those bailout routes, having some people go in deep and having that option for the QB just to dump it, working out well for them.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen any sacks from either side this game, which is interesting. I think it shows that both quarterbacks have gotten the ball off quick when they are in that passing play. There's been a couple tackles for loss, obviously, but once again, there was a good blitz there that time, and the War able to dump it off quick and make something out of nothing there, really. 2nd and 8, handoff once again to Washington. Not going too far this time again. She's hit early before she's able to get speed, and
You're going to want to do anything with Cali War and their running back Washington to stop her early. It's like as she gains that momentum, she like almost gains strength, mowing down people, getting those big yardage plays that we saw earlier. It's a good stop from our Wildcats.
Yep, good for a gain of 1 yard. 3rd and 7, once again, a big 3rd down. Lined up in shotgun, fumbled, and she's going to be taken down for a loss.
Wildcats not gaining it this time, but definitely a big loss. 4th and long for the Cali War. Most likely looks like I think their punting team's coming out.
They had a decent punt there in the first half. They'll hope to recreate that one. Gates did return it pretty decently, and they ignored the penalty that did happen on that play. And likewise, she'll hope to gain some yards on this one too.
Crowd hyping up our defense. Love to hear the support. Oh,
11,
whiffed.
punt is blocked.
Get down.
And she's going to take it down. They've got it once again at a great field position at the 25-yard line.
Already so close to the red zone. We'll see if we can punch it in this time. Definitely don't want to make it a habit here and not get a touchdown.
This game has me on the edge of my seat, and it's definitely, I mean, I had a blast with you last time out, but this is a different game. This is a nail biter.
We are not up 65 points this time, folks. We are here for the long haul. Trying to get back this lead, really trying to fight for every yard, fight for every possession, it seems like.
Yeah.
So we're dropping back. Archuleta on the outside. Reception is in, fighting the blockers, gaining every yard, trying to eventually gets tackled on the sideline. Great reception. If you look at Archuleta there, she just stared at the ball like she's a hungry bear for dinner and just brought it in, and you love to see it.
And that's going to be good for the first down. Massive play. And great pass, great catch. That's just perfect. That's textbook. She fought the defenders to get out of bounds. Handoff to Gordon.
On the outside.
She's got a gap.
Gordon, Gordon spins it into the touchdown. You love to see it.
That's her second touchdown. Once again, finding the end zone when it matters most. Sam Gordon able to make it into the end zone after a huge passing play, after the huge blocked punt. What a team effort. They really forced that gap for her wide open. She breaks the two defenders with the spin and celebrates appropriately.
Definitely big high fives and hugs from her team as Cyclone Gordon smacks it in there and actually running with a beautiful extra point there. Loving to see it. Crowd is hyped. Lead is back in possession. And my favorite word tonight, folks, momentum is back on our side.
In the PAT, Wildcats up 3 now. 19, War 16. Wow, my heart is just racing right now. This is an exciting game. A moment of silence for those who are missing out tonight.
Definitely a moment of silence indeed. If I'm tuning into any sports game tonight, I'm watching the Wildcats versus Cali War. This is quite the rivalry that has built up. Definitely some tension coming into the game. So a lot of heartfelt feelings and emotions of tension between the game shifting on both sides.
High stakes, big plays. I mean, it's got everything you could absolutely want from a game like this. Kickoff is massive. That's going all the way back there.
Fumbled a little bit from Spidey, number 16. Got a lot of Wildcats to deal with here.
Yeah.
Early on the 25.
Yeah, that ball made it all the way back to the 5 before she juggled it for a second prior to gaining it and returning it. But like you said, a lot of Wildcats to meet her there in the middle of the field. And they'll start around the 25. Decent but not great field position for them. We've seen a wide variety of field positions for both teams. Turnover on downs, fumbles, things like that make a huge difference.
Loss for yards and definitely a lot of turnover on downs this game. If I'm a Wildcat, I'm really being skeptical here. I'm really fighting to make sure that we stop them here to really secure and keep the lead. Getting the ball back would be huge here.
Yeah, the War have not returned a drive this long against the Wildcats. And if I'm a Wildcat, I'm hoping to keep that streak alive. Got a penalty. I missed that. Oh, yeah, they delayed that game. And it's going to send them back 5 yards, 1st and 15, back to their own 21-yard line.
Looks like it's what we saw earlier this half. They couldn't quite get set, and they were trying to get there fast, but just couldn't quite get the ball off. Looks like a flag.
Once again.
False start on Cali. Another penalty for this drive, pushing them back, I believe, another 5 yards.
Is that stadium pulse getting to them or what?
I mean, hearing these chants, I don't know, folks, if you can hear the crowd. They are constantly cheering for our Wildcats here, getting hyped up, making sure that our Wildcats know we are here for you. We will cheer you on to the very end. I love to see it.
First and massive with the 20 yards to go. And they'll start it off with the handoff. Pretty decent. Able to get them back up to about the 19-yard line or so. But they're going to need a lot more than that to move those chains.
Got 2nd and long here. Wondering if we're going to see Cali War drop back into and try and get one of those slant plays off. Got Laura Gates backed up towards about 15 yards.
I'm no gambler, but if I had to bet, I'm guessing they'd go for the slant play. And, well, I'm glad I'm not betting right now because they run it right up the middle and go nowhere.
Looks like just if they did, it's a very short gain for Cali War. Stopping those runs up the middle, really trying not to let Washington and I believe number 7 on the Cali War not get up there. Looks like it's 3rd and long. Very, very important play here for Cali War.
3rd and very long. They've got 16 to go. Stuck on their own 20-yard line. They've been here before, though. In that first half, they've had a couple big plays to get them out of trouble. But
a sack!
I'm honestly shocked that the War player was able to hold on to it because she was hit hard.
She was hit hard as she opened up. It looks like our Wildcats got in the backfield just in time before she let off that pass. A fantastic play for our defense, getting in the backfield. Looks like we're starting to bring that pressure to Cali War, seeing the kicking team come.
Yeah, even for them, I think you have to punt. I mean, you've got 4th and 26. You're stuck at your own 12. I think to go for this, even when you're down, even when, they've just coming off a blocked punt, I think they have to. And they will. It's going to go high. It's not going to go far. Wildcats, eventually Gates is going to pick it up because it rolls right to her, met by 3 War players. And they've got it inside the 35. once again in really good field position.
It's like good field position indeed here. Seeing quite often our Wildcats just starting in Cali War territory. See if we can return with another touchdown to increase the lead.
And can we just talk about what a fourth quarter it's been for them? You know, we were coming into it. Ward just scored, just took the lead. They missed the field goal. It felt like everything that could go right was going wrong, and they've really turned that around, and I think that just speaks so much to their character. With the handoff, I think that's Lampright taking it and able to muscle her way through a couple extra yards even after it looked like she was stopped.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I mean, Cali War started off with that unexpected onside kick. No one was expecting it, getting the ball back, and then almost like breezing through the defense and scoring that huge touchdown, resulting in some penalties, which has shifted momentum for us, getting that fumble back and getting those turnover on downs. Looks like we got Sam Gordon on the outside of.
Another successful carry this time. Good enough for the first. Yes, good enough for the first down. I think you mentioned it earlier. Yeah, that is good for a first down. Apologies.
Lambright trucking some Cali War defenders, fighting for every yard.
And like you mentioned earlier, that onside kick really just shifted everything. I think the Wildcats are coming out of the locker room just expecting, you know, having their plays designed. You know, they knew the game plan on offense, and were just shocked a little bit to have to go on defense right off rip. And I think that really did kind of stun them, but they've answered, they've responded. You know, it did maybe take them the majority, if not the entire third quarter, but it has been a really impressive response.
I 100% agree with you there. Just that, like, they just had such a hard grasp on our team. It looked like after the onside kick, you even saw some of the players shaking their heads, just not expecting it. But I think our Wildcats did a wonderful job brushing that off and returning with a touchdown and some extra offensive plays, definitely giving it to Cali War, letting them know that we don't care you got that onside kick, we're going to keep fighting. And that's what I love to see from our Wildcats. They really never stop.
Gates dropping back. They were just running it. Happy to burn the clock that way. Ooh, a little dangerous pass.
A little dangerous pass over to, I believe, the target was Archuleta there, and just ended up, Cali War ended up just swatting it down, thankfully.
That sets up a 4th and 4. That's really important decision-making time. 4 minutes in the game left, 4 yards to go, 4th down. I mean, a lot of 4s, you know?
A lot of 4s indeed this game. We'll have to see if we can punch it through. I mean, first step is getting that first down, and then we'll focus on the touchdown. Curious to see, we got 2 of our running backs lined up again. Deeb, looks like we're stepping back, we're tossing it out. It's a reception for Sam Gordon into the touchdown again.
With the hat-trick of touchdowns.
Hat-tricks of touchdowns indeed for Sam Gordon.
And what a play designed by the Wildcats. Totally threw me off and totally threw the War off, obviously. Great throw by Gates to find her, allowing her to turn quickly, take speed, and punch it to the house. I think that's the dagger, I'm going to be honest.
It's the dagger for sure, but we'll definitely want to keep attention. Oh, looks like we're going for it.
Going for 2, airs it out into triple coverage.
Definitely a little bit of a risky play, but luckily we were able to swat it down. Keeping our head highs, though, with going into the final 3 minutes and 35 seconds of this game with 25 Wildcats, 16 Cali War.
Yeah, I mean, with that touchdown, they do take the 9-point lead, which is a 2-possession lead, so might as well go for 2. I mean, if you're 11 points up, the other team essentially needs a touchdown and a field goal and a 2-point. So, I mean, odds are stacked against them, but 2-point unsuccessful, they'll still take the 9-point lead, and only 3 minutes to go. I think they like their odds here.
Biggest thing we need from our Wildcats is to keep the aggression up. The game is so close to being finalized and concealed, and we can move on to the next week's playoff game, but really want to keep this aggression going for just a little bit longer. Keep fighting Cali War. Don't let them get started up on the run. Focus on the pass because they're going to get angsty.
Sam Gordon, like we said, that's her 3rd touchdown on the night. And just an impressive display. I think she is maybe our MVP of the night so far. We talked a lot about this last time, and it shows how many different players are in that conversation, but I think tonight she's our front runner, wouldn't you say?
Front runner indeed. I mean, we had that huge play. It didn't end up resulting in a touchdown, but it was all Sam Gordon. Looks like we got a lateral from Cali War, tossing it back over to Spidey. Just a great return, ending them on the 40-yard line. Definitely wasn't expecting a lateral there for sure. Keeping their skills and confidence from Cali War.
I wonder if the Wildcats were intentionally trying to kick it to someone else because they know the speed and agility of Spidey, but the War had a solution for that, and they were going to find Spidey one way or another.
Definitely wanting to bring it to Spidey. I mean, she has so much strength, so much speed, so much agility, like you said. Like, she seems almost like it almost gets a little scary when the ball enters her hand for like us Wildcats. We definitely keep our eyes close on her.
3 minutes, 26 seconds to go. The War start their drive with a big pass. Eventually brought down, but they're gonna like that. That's huge for them. It's gonna move the chains and move the position quite a bit. They go for about 20 yards there.
Definitely a big play for Cali. Again, seeing those famous slants we've been seeing all game. They absolutely love them. Passing again, a little hesitation, and she's brought down by a Wildcat.
That's their 2nd sack of the night. And a huge one to stop it after that big completion. Those sacks are huge, especially to prevent those quick slants that they've been using all night. If they can get to the quarterback quickly, that's huge. And that was number 30 for the Wildcats. Latika Thompson with the sack and a huge play from her. And that's going to be no good from Guzman, trying to find the outside receiver. But once again, unsuccessful, and we've got a 3rd and long.
Looks like we got a Wildcat down, taking off her helmet. Wasn't able to see who it was. Not quite able to see it. We'll take a little break and hopefully she'll get up.
Yeah, that passing play was thrown into double coverage there, so the throw wasn't quite what they needed anyways, but even if it had been on target, I think the Wildcats were there setting up, the 3rd down and 16. It's going to be a tough one, and honestly a really big play for the game. Really, I think a completion here, good enough for the 1st down. I mean, that's huge. If they don't get that, I think that seals the deal.
This will probably be one of, if not the biggest 3rd and long of the game. Really wanting to prevent Cali War from going downfield. Really want to prevent them from really getting any pass. You don't even want a 4th and short at this point. You want to keep them there, keep them away from the touchdown at all costs. Katika Thompson, number 30.
Who just made the sack. Let's see if we can confirm that. Yeah, and it was Thompson, which is such a bummer after she did make that massive play to stop the war and to force him quite a ways back.
Archuleta, that's such a huge keystone for our outside cornerbacks and defensive backs, and Katika Thompson is a huge keystone for our defensive line as she brings so much aggression and strength to, I mean, as we saw in the result of a sack, we saw her take them down, and hopefully she'll be able to recover for maybe not the night, but for next week's game.
Yeah, with the playoffs coming up, you have so many considerations. You got to keep your players healthy. You know, the Wildcats have a smaller squad than most teams in the league, and with that, you know, an injury means that much more. You know.
10 more seconds till that 2-minute warning for our final quarter here. Wonder what Cali War is going to bring up for us. Are they going to try and get those big runs up the middle that we saw earlier? If I'm Cali War, I'm so confident in my slants. They've been working for me, especially all half. Going to definitely attempt that, but I'm sure the Wildcats have kept that in mind. It'll be interesting what they have in store for us.
The Wildcats taking the timeout there after the injury timeout. Essentially, the War have one chance before the 2-minute timeout. If it's an incomplete, they maybe could have a second play, but most likely they've got one play, then the 2-minute timeout, and then their 2 timeouts remaining after that if they are able to get a first down. But under pressure and sacked eventually.
Huge, absolutely huge for our defense there. We are bringing the pressure to Cali War, keeping up that aggression that we were so hopeful that was going to keep happening. Even without a keystone player like Thompson, we are still getting in that backfield, which is a great sign for us.
That forces 4th and 17 to go, which we take the...
of any big passes and just really preventing that run and the people on the outside.
As we come back from the 2-minute timeout, 2 minutes remaining, taking the snap, airing it in the middle, and she's caught it. Her favorite target, even into the double coverage, and that's a huge play. That keeps them alive, gives them a chance. They still have a long ways to go, because even if they do score, they're going to have to go for the onside. They're going to have to get the ball back and make another drive. But that is, I mean, that's what they needed. That was essential.
Huge play for Spidey, like getting hit as she's bringing it in and keeping it. You love to see how skillful this player is. She's just... seems unstoppable. Big aired out to number 1, just out of her reach. Almost brought it in.
She's going to want that play back, I think, because that was right in her hands. It was a great throw, but not able to bring it in. Guzman really tossed that up and gave her a good shot. She had the defenders beat. She had sight of the touchdown, the end zone, but it's not going to go in. It's not going to be complete, and they're going to have to try again.
Definitely a little breath of relief from our Wildcat defense. A little bit happy that was just a little too far out of her reach. Definitely we're going to want to keep an eye out on these deep passes, as Cali War has brought 2 deep plays in a row, really trying to punch it in. The touchdown seems like as fast as possible. In shotgun again, has wide receivers lined out, 2 on each side.
I I think that's the first time I've ever seen a 4th and 17 converted. I mean, I do kind of just want to go back to that because that was so big. But that's going to send them back. They did not get the snap off in time. And 2nd and 15 ahead of them. Not what they need. I would love to look at penalties for both sides, but I do think it's easily stacked up against the War.
A penalty right now is just something that Cali War cannot afford. I mean, coming back now 2nd and 15. Yes, they're making big plays, but it's definitely not something you want to rely on. Big aired out in the middle, just almost right in the hands of a Wildcats. Great coverage.
I think that was Gates that was there, kind of nearly there to intercept it, but there to make the stop and prevent the completion. 3rd and 15, just over a minute remaining.
All right, a big stop here. We're definitely going to look for that pass as we saw. I'm sure they're not going to run it here with 3rd and 15 due to Wildcats stopping them. Looks like this entire second half on the run. I'm going to keep my eyes on number 11 and number 16. Seems like to be Guzman's favorite targets tonight.
Crowd getting real rowdy as the snap is taken. A completed pass up the middle. I don't think it's good for the first down, but it is good for a good 13, 14 yards. Clock is moving though, and they're gonna have to use the timeout.
I believe number 1 who received it is down, so we'll take a injury timeout as our trainers run over to her. Hopefully she's all right.
That was Claude who had made the play, made the catch, but yeah, she definitely got hit pretty hard there right up the middle. That is kind of a danger when you do throw up the middle like that. But that does set up 4th and 2 at the 19, where we've gotten under a minute left in the game. And yeah, I have a hard time seeing the War turning things around with this little of time left. Wildcats doing everything they can to get to that finish line.
This group right here, all around, is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Down. Tatsiano's going to go straight ahead. Got a receiver caught, touchdown. They're back again. What a catch. Houdiniacs. Sideline. She puts it on the tackle. They've got one for
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight, that's something. The click, the shift, the boom, and you're there. The mess becomes a map, and you call it art, or science, or code, because now you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
In the quiet moments before dawn, champions are made. Every fan, every athlete, every moment counts. It's not just a game, it's a passion that unites us, drives us, and makes us strive for greatness. Greatness is wherever fans connect and call home. We believe in the power of the community. We believe in turning passion into action. We bring fans closer and transform loyalty into unforgettable experiences. Join us. Make every moment matter.
We resume here once again at 4th down. I mean, so many big moments, so many decisive moments on the 4th down. Such an opportunity for either side to kind of decide the game here. Quick pass, incomplete, and that's going to seal the deal.
Turnover on downs for our Wildcats. Definitely, I mean, I don't see us running plays besides maybe a run up the middle, but definitely going to spike the ball and secure the win for our Wildcats. Very exciting game. It was very back and forth. Definitely not something that we're used to seeing. Definitely thankful that we're able to secure the win here for sure, but man, did I enjoy that.
Me as well. The score almost identical to their last matchup, which ended as 24-12. I assume this one will end 25-16 as we have 43 seconds left. Cali does have several timeouts, but I don't think that will be enough to stop the clock and give them a chance to have the ball again. And even if it did, they're still 2 possessions away from taking back that lead.
Victory formation for our Wildcats. Definitely just going to take that knee and looks like secure the win. Fantastic Wildcat win.
They worked so hard for that win. It was such a battle back and forth. Big plays from both sides. But in the end, Wildcats doing it when it matters most here late in the fourth quarter. And that Gates to Gordon dagger to seal the deal. That really proved important in the long run. As clock winds down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's game. A very exciting one indeed. Mason, I had fun. I had so much fun watching our girls play and fight for this win.
Me too. I'm so proud of the Wildcats. So proud of the War too. They played their butts off, and it really was a competition. Both teams should be headed to the playoffs, so they'll both still have opportunities for more action. But great game. I've been Mason Ayers.
This group right here, all around, is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Down. Good. Montiello's going to go straight ahead. Got a receiver caught touchdown. They're back again. What a catch. Houdini acts for sideline. She works another tackle. There's now one for
In the quiet moments before dawn, champions are made. Every fan, every athlete, every moment counts. It's not just a game, it's a passion that unites us, drives us, and makes us strive for greatness. Greatness is wherever fans connect and call home. We believe in the power of the community. We believe in turning passion into action. We bring fans closer and transform loyalty into unforgettable experiences. Join us. Make every moment matter. Fan Club. Get your fans in the game.
And as we can see, the future of technology is with us. You might be thinking, Doc, this is truly amazing. And we got.
Hey, is the projector ready? Come on, time for a team meeting.
Rolls to her left, has time, throws on the run to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Pittsburgh TD.
The athletes, they're the backbone of this whole league, and they're just amazing people. They've got amazing stories.
Barrett in the pattern, they're looking for her. Able to bring that one in, Brianna Barrett. My goodness.
I never thought I'd be here. I feel like the best things in life are things that come to you unexpected. So it's been a great journey for me.
I know this is where I'm supposed to be.
Caught touchdown, Jada Meister.
Essentially, it's true of breaking barriers, right?
She could go all the way, and she does. Touchdown.
We're shattering the glass ceiling.
Great pass up in the air. Touchdown.
All of the women role models that we look up to are all women who did things that were not expected.
They realize they're pioneers. They realize that the trail that they leave is going to be a path that a young girl can follow.
It gives you hope. They believe in themselves, I believe in them, and Franco believes in all of us, so it just goes with the territory.
One team!
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight, that's something. The click, the shift, the boom, and you're there. The mess becomes a map, and you call it art, or science, or code, because now you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
Yo, Jay, what you say?
Jump Psychological Assessment in Progress. Subject 003, Jonathan J. Kabongo, 28, Tactical Fitness Trainer, Toronto, Ontario. Confirmed.
What will follow is some simple word association. For example, I might say strength, and you might say
rest.
Speed.
Practice.
Defeat.
Unbannable.
Clever. Pressure.
Peace.
Greatness.